This is your home for the Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.
Alford is going to hand it off to Cody Buck up the middle, lowers the shoulder into the end zone.
Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors. 48 years of Hayden tradition and excellence. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com.
Bergen going to set up Padgett nicely. Carr with his third rebound, kicks it to Talon Torres. Now Ryder and I going to try a mid-range jump shot, and that's good. Bailey Smith open in the corner for three, up and in. Third goal from the four. He'll swing it out right side, looking for the corner, the end zone, and he will make it. Another Bulldog touchdown.
It's time for the Bulldogs on your home for Baldwin High School Athletics. Baldwin Sports Live.
Doghouse right here in Baldwin City, Kansas for another year of Baldwin Bulldog Volleyball. My name is Ryan Hilmer, and I'm joined tonight by the one and only Molly Nash on the camera controls. Baldwin has started their season with a record of 2-4, and will be looking to beat the Osawatomie Trojans tonight in a duel for the 13th straight time, dating all the way back to 2019. We'll take a quick break here, and when we come back, we'll take a look at last season's recap for Baldwin, what's transpired so far this season, and what we are expecting to see tonight. It's all coming up next on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back here to Baldwin City. We are just getting started on the pregame show, and it's brought to us by the Baldwin State Bank. Personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business, money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank. For over 130 years, they've helped serve our community. So go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. All right, let's go ahead and set up this match coming up tonight. The visiting Osawatomie Trojans come in at 4-3. They have lost 3 straight games, though. Those came this past Saturday. They were at the Burlingame tournament. They went 2-3 there, won their first 2 games. They beat Burlingame 2-0, and then Council Grove the same way before they dropped 3 in a row. One to Linden in straight sets, one to Cygnus Valley in straight sets, and then Opie beat them 2-1. They opened the season last Thursday in a triangular. They beat Prairie View 2-1 and then beat Central Heights 2-0. And so they are a good team coming on a bit of a losing streak here off of that Saturday tournament. Some girls that they miss, or one, I should say, from last year, got some postseason honors. Alyssa Heifley was a second-team All-League player, but they do return Becca Meyer. They do not. They lose both of those girls from last year. And Baldwin, in terms of their season last year, they finished 11-22. They lose 3 seniors from that squad. Claire Baker was honorable mention All-League last year. Emily Paget was second-team All-League. And Lauren Berg was also honorable mention All-League. All 3 of those girls are gone this year, but they do return a couple of girls in Cammie Collum and Logan Scobie that were both honorable mention All-League selections last year. In terms of this year, Baldwin has started out 2-4. They began their season last Tuesday, and they lost at Lewisburg 3-1 in their first duel of the year, and then went to Rossville this past Saturday and went 2-3 at the Rossville tournament. They swept Iola 2-0 after losing to Burlington in their first match. They had a 1-set lead against Burlington in that first match on Saturday, so a disappointing loss there. But then they swept Iola 2-0 and got swept by Rossville 2-0. They came back from 1 set down versus Waverly to win that game, and then down 1-0, forced a 3rd set in their final game of the tournament against Wellsville, but they did drop that game. Mentioned earlier that going back to as far as 2007, Baldwin has won 12 straight games, and they lead this series between the 2 schools 16-3. And last year, Baldwin beat the Trojans twice, once in a duel 3-1 and once in a tournament 2-1. So they have had some good history against the Trojans, and they'll look to continue that here this evening and get their first best-of-5 set win of the year. Head coach is Lainey Oberman in her 2nd season. And should mention, I guess, our local volleyball expert that is joining us here tonight. She's also my fiance, so she has a little bit of a fast track on these jobs. But Molly, why don't you say hi tonight?
Hi, everybody.
Okay, that's it. Molly's going to be along with us, and I'm excited. She knows a heck of a lot more about volleyball than I do, but should be some fun tonight, and we should actually be in for a pretty good match. Both of these teams look pretty good coming in, so we are definitely looking forward to it. Baldwin trying to get back to the state tournament this year. They've missed it the last 3 years. 2021 was the last time they made the state tournament, and they got their eyes set on that later this season, but they got a lot of work to do until then, and it starts tonight in a duel with the Osawatomie Trojans. So we are just getting started here on the pregame show. We'll take another break. Come back, we'll give a little Baldwin sports update on everything going on in terms of Bulldog athletics. And then we'll get you all set for this match. Best of 5 sets in a duel against Osawatomie. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more on the pregame show after this.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home build and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City.
Welcome back here to the Baldwin State Bank pregame show, getting you set for Osawatomie at Baldwin in volleyball here tonight. Let's do the Baldwin Sports Update now. We'll take a rundown all the other athletics going on here in the fall season. We'll start with girls golf. They have a tournament today at Fort Scott. They won their first tournament, or I say a tournament, last week at the Ottawa Invitational, so they're going to try to keep their hot start to the season going. Peyton Wright was featured in as one of the players to watch, or golfers to watch this year on Keisha Covered's preseason coverage, so we'll keep an eye on that. Girls flag football won their first ever game against Lawrence High School 39-6, and then lost to Free State 26-14 last week. Their next games are tomorrow at Wellsville. It'll be a little triangular, if you will. They'll play Wellsville at 7:15, and then they'll play Osawatomie at 8:30, so looking forward to that. Girls tennis started their season last Thursday at Chapman. Their next matchup is Saturday at Salina Central. Cross country started their season with meet number 1 last Thursday at Anderson County, and their next meet will be Saturday at Wamego. And in terms of volleyball, we got this match here this evening, and then on Saturday, Baldwin is hosting the Baldwin Invitational Tournament, so we will not be covering that, but look forward to keeping track of what goes on this Saturday right here in Baldwin. Also, we got another home game going on here. And boys soccer, they opened their season last Thursday with a 2-0 win at Ottawa with goals by Cooper Carr and Homer Rice. It was also the first career shutout for Kaysen Dick. Their next game is tonight versus Bishop Seabury. And then Thursday, they also play at home against Baser Linwood. Football won 46-0 last Friday versus Iola in a fun first game win for Coach Melcher. Their next game is going to be this Friday night, and it's homecoming week. If you can believe that already here, and that game is going to be a big one against the Ottawa Cyclones. And I thought I'd mention this. The band is going to be playing the State Fair tomorrow in Hutchinson, so that's pretty cool. We wish them good luck, and that kind of rounds us out on the Baldwin Sports Update. This has been the pregame show brought to you by the Baldwin State Bank. Personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank. For over 130 years, they've helped serve our community. Let's go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. We'll take one last break here, and then we should be about ready for the start of the match. It is Osawatomie at Baldwin in a volleyball duel tonight, and we'll have it live on Baldwin Sports Live when we come back.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home builds and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City. For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
All right, welcome back. The national anthem is done. The starting lineups have been announced, and those are number 4, sophomore Ava Regalado. Number 5, a sophomore Logan Scobie. She was honorable mention all-league last year. Number 8, a senior and Laura Breedlove. And the libero is number 6, Cammie Collum. She's a sophomore, also honorable mention all-league last year. Number 14 is a junior and Emmy Nye. 21 is a senior and Sammy Pittman. And number 27, a junior in Hadley Hobbs. Pretty young team here for Baldwin, only 2 seniors on the squad. And we are just about set to get this thing going. Should mention our presenting sponsor is Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Shad and Penny Sheldon invites you to check out the Lone Star Haven, 120-acre farm near Lone Star Lake, Kansas. Offers a mix of open hayfields and recreational opportunities, so check it out. To learn more or schedule a tour, go to HaydenOutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666. Ready to go, Molly?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Osawatomie comes in at 4-3. Baldwin at 2-4. Baldwin's Logan Scobie will start us off. I have limited stats here, I'll say. I have some of the stats from the first duel at Lewisburg, but not much information on this past Saturday, the Rossville tournament, other than the scores that I rattled off earlier. I'm 100% sure what we're waiting on here. Officials getting things sorted out, and we are ready to go. So the sophomore Scobie going to start us off. Osawatomie into the net. Baldwin up 1-0. Diving attempt there. Couldn't quite get there was Charlotte Lawless, and that's an ace for Scobie. Good start for Baldwin. Scobie's serve is handled this time. Here's an attack that is blocked at the net, but into the net perhaps was Hadley Hobbs. Makes it 2-1. That'll swing the serve over to Osawatomie. Lexi Palmer, the senior, will get us started. Ooh, that ball might have been out, but Collum played it. They have to get the third ball over, and now a good chance here for Osawatomie. They couldn't convert. Collum. Scobie sets it up for the attack from Hobbs, handled by Osawatomie. This time a back set, and a good attack there from Ava Regalado, the sophomore, with her first kill.
That was a good spot. It's hard to hit.
Like I mentioned, Molly is our local volleyball expert, so listen to the wisdom in the words. Collum gets us started. Third ball needs to go over. This will be a great opportunity for Baldwin. Set up. Blocked at the net. That was Emmy Nye coming in. That one goes wide. Baldwin up 4-1 here in the early going.
Well, I'm still
Chance for Madison Hampson, dug out on that back line. Nye gets it over, but just wide. This will be Madison Hampson, the senior. Dug up by Nye, and she'll get the attack. That's dug up on the back line. Here comes Osawatomie. Logan Scobie gets it over. A diving attempt. She couldn't get there in time. Gives Scobie her first kill. 5-2 Baldwin. Like I mentioned earlier, Baldwin loses 3 really great players from last year in Claire Baker, Emily Paget, and Lauren Berg. They do have Cammie Collum and Logan Scobie back. Both honorable mention All-League last year. Serve from Gilgis, gets over, and here's a nice attack from Charlotte Lawless. Gets her first kill. The freshman. Pretty impressive from a freshman there. Makes it 5-3. Baldwin still with the early lead. Osawatomie with a couple of substitutions. Gracie Fanning, the junior, is going to serve. Third ball is going to have to get over. Collum does well. Chance here for Osawatomie. That's Bratton. Dug up on the back end. Scobie's attack is also dug up. Here's Palmer. Collum in the back line. That one's going to find the court. Ivy Holloman gets credit for her first kill. 6-3 Baldwin. Baldwin with the early lead. Here's Collum from the back line. Gets it over. Bit of a scramble that time from the Trojans, and over that center line went Lawless. Makes it 7-3 Baldwin. Lawless gets it over. Collum on the back line. Here's a third ball over from Pittman. This will be Palmer. Diving attempt from Collum. A nice dig. Has to get over, and it does, but just wide.
That one's called a pancake when you lay your hand flat on the ground. It's hard to do.
That was pretty impressive from Collum there. Still a Baldwin lead, 7-4. Osawatomie earns the serve back. Will be the lefty Bratton. Here's Nye from the back line, a powerful attack, and that's going to be a point to Baldwin.
Good striker over here.
The service error that time from Sammy Pittman. Osawatomie's Lawless, a freshman, gets it over. Here's a big swing by Scobie, blocked at the net. Scobie's going to have another chance at it and sends it just wide, trying to go down the line. Pretty good block that time at the net from Osawatomie. Freshman Lawless gets us started again, but too long. A 9-6 lead for Baldwin, and here comes Regalado back in. Replaces Tatum Hicks. Attack from Hampson was just a little long. Nice idea, but a couple points in a row now for Baldwin, 10-6. Nye digs it up. Scobie sets it up. What do you got there, Molly?
I'm not going to lie. I don't know.
I kind of was looking down. I kind of missed it, not going to lie. What point to Osawatomie? 10-7. Good start for Baldwin. On comes Laura Breedlove, the senior. She'll replace Ivy Holloman. McKenna Minden gets us started. Scobie sets one up for Collum to dump over on the third ball. Here comes Minden from the back line. Collum right there. Scobie sets one up for Hobbs. Tried to go down the line, just a little wide.
Good slide, brave attempt.
Collum has to get it over. Chance here for Osawatomie. Trying to catch Baldwin off guard that time. Nice awareness on the back line. Here's Regalado. Taps back over by the Trojans. Now they'll set one up for Hampson. The attack was blocked at the net. Hobbs and Scobie were both there. Now Scobie going to set one up. Collum from the back line. Little miscommunication will look like that time. 3 straight points for Osawatomie. They have tightened it up now, 10-9. Scobie sets one up for Nye from the back line. Dealt with easily by Osawatomie, and a nice block at the net. Hadley Hobbs. The junior wins the point, 11-9 now for Baldwin, and Logan Scobie gets us underway. Bit of a mistake on the serve return there. Osawatomie was all out of sorts that point.
That's tall girls fighting at the net. It is brutal.
Yeah, no doubt. Give Scobie an ace for that. Yeah. Okay. It's number 2. This one's set up for Riley Cook and nicely just tipped over the net for her first kill. The freshman, couple of freshmen on Osawatomie.
That was a good spot. Good ball.
On comes Holloman for Baldwin. Replaces Laura Breedlove. Palmer's serve is dug up by Collum. Scobie sets it up for Nye. Up high and down hard, but dug out by Osawatomie. A second crack at it. This one will be Regalado, and that one finds the court. Second kill for the sophomore. Pretty back and forth first set here. Neither squad has gotten more than 3 points in a row. There's Collum's serve. Going to have to get over from Osawatomie. A big chance here for Baldwin. Scobie going to set it up. And Pittman nicely dug out on the back line by Osawatomie. Scobie going to give Collum a chance here. Dug up by Palmer. They'll set one up for Palmer. Collum right there. Scobie once again. Here's Holloman. Nice long rally here, back and forth. Hampson, cross-court shot. That's a nice kill. Wins the serve back for the Trojans. Baldwin still up by 2, 13-11. Scobie sets it up for Nye. Didn't quite get all of that. And from the back line, there's Minden. Collum right there. Holloman. This ball has to get over. Scobie does so. Holloman right there for that one. Scobie feeds Nye right down the line. Second kill for the junior Nye. Regalado will check out of the game, and in is Tatum Hicks. Hicks and Scobie, 2 of the main setters on this squad. Junior Tatum Hicks going to get us going. Dumped over nicely that time, but what a dig that was. That was Tatum Hicks. And that was too long.
Amazing. Good.
Column right there for that one from the back line. Scobie sets one up for Nye, trying to go clear across court and going to get it to drop in. Still a 3-point lead for Baldwin. Sydney Powell, a senior, checks in for Osawatomie, as well as Gracie Fanning, a junior, and Fanning will be serving. That one going to be set up for Nye, and another great kill that time.
Through the block.
Talk me through it. What are you thinking when you're going up to a ball like that, Molly? Are you reading where the block is going to be? Are you going cross court or down the line?
It really depends. Depends on where everyone's covering on the other side, who's in the corner of your eye. It's a lot to track, honestly. But just gotta let instincts take over sometimes.
Yeah.
Line is a good call though, because a lot of people don't cover the line.
That time an error on the serve from Nye, and Osawatomie gives it right back. 17-13, the advantage. Set up by Palmer from the back line. That was Hampson. Dug up on the back end. Dumped over nicely from Tatum Hicks.
These girls and their jump serves, they make it look easy. I never mastered it.
I would have no chance. Couple points in a row for Baldwin, 18-13. Set up an attack from Fanning and a diving attempt on that back line, and a nice effort there from Pittman, one of the two seniors on this squad. Column has to get that third ball over. Chance for Osawatomie. They'll set up Hampson. Dug out on the back end. Here comes Scobie. That's dug up nicely by Fanning. Column, nice to get to it. They get it over. That's a great point that time. Great hustle all around for Baldwin.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Can't always be an attack, but just get it over the net.
6 points away are the Dogs. 19-14 now. Dump attempt read nicely there from Hobbs. This will be Hampson. Taps it over. Regalado was right there, and Baldwin hits it into the net. Baldwin crowd giving Minden the silent treatment. Just a little bit too hard on that setup. Hobbs taps her chest, though. A little miscommunication all around for Baldwin. Still a 3-point advantage, 19-16. Minden gets this going again, but an error. Gives the serve back to Baldwin. A timeout going to be taken by Osawatomie. I'll be their first of two. It'll give me a chance to remind you that one of our great sponsors here on Baldwin Sports Live is Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're a family-owned company right here in Baldwin City that services many different industries, from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many more. With state-of-the-art machine tools, Rice Precision provides a great work environment They offer excellent pay and competitive benefits. It's the perfect place to start your next career. You can find out more by emailing jobs@rice-precision.com. Baldwin 5 points away from taking this first set. It's best out of 5 tonight in this duel. They have beaten Osawatomie 12 straight times. Last time Osawatomie beat Baldwin was 2018. Scobie gets us going. A little bit of an overhit that time, but Osawatomie going to have another try at it. Minden gets it over. Nye right there. Scobie sets it back up for Nye. Taps it over. A little helter-skelter now. His third ball has to get over from Nye. Palmer sets one up and blocked at the net. Is that Hadley Hobbs again? So that's her second. 21-16. Baldwin. Scobie once again on the jump serve. That's a great one, too. Has to get over from Hampson. Call him right there. Scobie, a nice back set that time. And Regalado gets it in.
That's a beautiful back set. As someone who used to hit the C position all the time.
Yeah, that was nice. Regalado with her third kill, 22-16. Baldwin inching closer to a first set victory. Another nice serve from Scobie. Gilgis was right there. Nye gets it over. Tapped over by Scobie. A little too strong, though.
It's a good idea, though.
That it was. Still a 5-point advantage for Baldwin. Head coach Lainey Overman for Baldwin in her second season. That set just made its way over the net. I don't think Scobie meant to do that. Was she across the line? Something.
They use a move I'm not familiar with anymore. A little out of practice.
Yeah, I'm not too up on the hand signals from the round, not going to lie. Osawatomie, once again, I can tell you that was a lift. I know a couple of them. 3 in a row here for the Trojans, and they have fought their way back into this thing. Baldwin's still up by 3. Another serve from the lefty Palmer. Collum going to get this third ball over. Miscommunication from Osawatomie and a chance for Baldwin here. Nye down the line. That's dug up by Palmer. Now over from Bratton. Here's Collum. Scobie dumps it over. Diving save there. That one might have been going out. Collum's going to get this thing over. A long rally here. That one's set up for Hampson. Blocked at the net. Nye does nicely. Here's another chance.
Great coverage.
Collum right there on the back end. Here's Nye again. Up high and down hard down the line.
Beautiful.
Fourth kill for Emmy. She's leading the way for Baldwin attacking-wise. 23-19.
You can see their hits got stronger as the volley kept going.
Yeah.
You just get in a rhythm.
Nice serve from Collum. Bratton had to get it over. Collum, a little bit of an overhit. They're going to get a second shot at this, though, as Nye's going to take the assist right from Scobie. That was nicely done. Set point coming up, 24-19. Osawatomie takes their second timeout. Baldwin just a point away from going 1 set up to nothing. Once again, our presenting sponsor on Baldwin Sports Live is Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Glad to have them on board for another year. Shad and Penny Sheldon are who you want to get a hold of if you're interested in looking at the Lone Star Haven. I'm telling you, 120-acre property. It's perfect. Got open hayfields, recreational opportunities. If you're looking for something nice, get a hold of them at 785-821-2666. You can also schedule a tour at HaydenOutdoors.com. A set point here with Collins serving for Baldwin. Drives Minden back. They're going to have to scramble to get this thing over. They do nicely. Scobie's going to set up Pittman right in the middle. Dumped over. Collins there to cover. Scobie going to set one up for Cammie and into the net. That's a tough play, I'd say, from the back line, Molly.
It really is. Trying to get that snap from so far away, it's hard to do, especially after you just dug it up.
Yeah. Gives Osawatomie a little life and an overhit on the reception of that serve. Serves one up nicely for Riley Cook, the freshman, and that's her second kill. Couple straight points from the Trojans. They're not going down quietly here in the first set. Scobie's going to set up Nye, dug up by Hampson. Over from Bratton. Collum going to give Scobie a chance to get this thing over, and a diving dig that time. Pretty good rally back and forth. Here's Nye again. That's too strong. 3 straight points from the Trojans, making it interesting.
And that was a tough hit. When it's behind you, it's hard to get a snap on that. It's going to go too far.
Yep. Diving attempt from Nye. And now Baldwin's going to take a timeout as Osawatomie has rattled off 4 straight points, and it's now 24-23. This thing's getting interesting here in the first set. Going back to Baldwin's first match at Lewisburg, their first duel last Tuesday, that was a tight one. Every single one of those sets, the first set ended 25-27. Lewisburg won. Second set, Baldwin came back, tied that thing up 26-24, so another tight one. And then Lewisburg won the third set 25-20, and the last one 25-17. But some tight sets in there. They also showed a lot of grit this past Saturday in Rossville. Came back from one set down against Waverly. And that one is just a little long on the serve. So that gives the first set to Baldwin. 25-23 is how it ends. We'll step aside and be right back with more Bulldog volleyball after this.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City. We are inside the doghouse, and the first set went to Baldwin 25-23. And get the score updated for us. They lead it 1-0. Just about ready to get set number 2 underway. Our next broadcast on Baldwin Sports Live will be this Friday night. As I mentioned earlier, it's homecoming week, so the homecoming game on week 2, it's going to be against the Ottawa Cyclones football Friday night. Hope you can join us for that one, 7 o'clock kickoff. Around 6:30 to 6:40, we'll probably get the pregame show started. Here we go. Palmer gets us started in the second set. Column from the back line. That's dug up by Palmer. Set one up for Fanning, and right there was Gilgis. There's Hampson. That's dug up from Nye. Tapped over from Hobbs. Nicely dealt with, though, by Fanning. Scobie tried to back tap that over the net. Good idea. Couldn't quite convert. 1-0 Osawatomie here to start the second set. It's going to be a tough play here. Diving attempt there from Scobie. Nice job to keep that thing alive. Regalado got it over, but Osawatomie earns the point.
Most common blunders, leaving that center open.
Another serve from Palmer. From the near side, Hadley Hobbs with her first kill. Nice attack there from the junior. Earns Baldwin the serve. Scobie's serve just wide. Third error of the match on the serve from Baldwin. Baldwin played from out in front that whole first game. They're playing from behind to start this second set. Back set for Fanning, and that attack is too long. Three to 2 Trojans. Cammy Collum gets us started. The libero. A little bit of an error that time receiving that serve. It was Madison Hampson, one of the seniors for Osawatomie. Give Collum the ace. Ties us up at 3. Oh, and down hard that time. Sammy Pittman, but into the net. That was a good opportunity for her, though. Kind of salivate when you see an overhit like that coming towards you, but it's hard to stay out of the net, isn't it?
Sometimes it's worth the intimidation factor.
That's right. That's what we're going for.
Oh, yeah.
Four to 3 lead. Bratton with the serve. Scobie, a nice back set that time, and Regalado, her 4th kill. Been a lot of great names at Baldwin so far in my 4 or 5 years doing this. Regalado is one of the funnest for me to say.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Here's Tatum Hicks, the junior, with the serve. In the back line, Fanning taps it over the block. Nicely done by Baldwin, but couldn't quite get it over on the third contact. A little bit of a scramble drill that time.
Good attempt.
Back and forth, second set. Another serve from Fanning. Holloman right there. Hicks came over to help out. Here comes the Trojans attack. Just a little bit wide that time from Sidney Powell, another senior. 4 seniors on the Trojan squad. Only 2 for Baldwin, like I mentioned earlier. 5-all here in the second set. Nye gets us started. That ball has to get over, and a chance here for Baldwin. Scobie going to have a nice attempt. And
I think she's in the net.
okay. Osawatomie in the net, so point to Baldwin. That's their first lead here in the second set. Powell gets it over. Hicks sets up Scobie on the far side. And a great block at the net. Sammy Pittman was there. 3 straight points for Baldwin. Now 7-5, they lead it.
Somebody's not placed right.
A rotation error. That's got to drive the coaches crazy.
A little bit. I've been guilty of that a couple times.
How dare you?
It was high school. I was learning.
4 points in a row now for Baldwin. So we await a final ruling from the, this is the floor ref, we call it? Yes? Okay.
They do have an amazing cheer squad here.
Yes, student section is always filled up here inside the doghouse, and we are fired up that they are here. Looks like some soccer players in there as well. I need to track them down and see how the soccer match went. Probably find it on Twitter if I try hard enough. All right. 8-5 or 7-5, excuse me. I got 8-5. We'll see.
Now it is.
I mean, I'll just go with what's on the scoreboard. Dumped over that time. Dealt with by Scobie at the net. Has to get it over. A nice job by Ivy Holloman. Here's Lawless. And that's too long. Nice job by Nye to let that thing go on the back end.
Take those points where you get them.
Now 9-5. That's what we're all working these days. Emmy Nye with an ace that time. I love those that just hits kind of the top of the net and trickles down. Makes it 10-5.
Real hard to react to those ones.
Timeout taken by Osawatomie, I assume. That'll be their first of the second set. Don't really have a halftime show when it comes to volleyball, but our halftime show sponsor is a great one, and that's Kelly Neufeld and all the great people down at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Nye gets us started. Osawatomie gets it back over. Scobie taps it. Dealt with by the Trojans. Here's Lawless. Dealt with by Hicks, and Scobie going to have a chance. Trojans were there. Lawless once again. A diving effort from Column on that back line. Couldn't quite keep it up and in play. Bulldogs had rattled off 6 straight points to make it 10-5. Now 10-6 as the Trojans earn the serve back. Scobie taps it over the block. Nice job by Bratton coming up to deal with that. Now Nye from the back line has it blocked by Powell at the net. This ball has to get over. Nice job by Baldwin. Column there for another dig. Hicks sets up Scobie. The tap was read nicely. That nice attempt there from Hampson was dug up once again by Column, and Holloman couldn't quite get it over the block and the net. Couple straight here for Osawatomie, 10-7. Ace there for the freshman Charlotte Lawless. Call him a diving attempt. Couldn't quite get there. She's a freshman chance from the visiting faithful from Osawatomie. Pretty good crowd on hand overall here. I mentioned the student section filled up on the other side. That time Baldwin overhit it a little bit. Now Scobie's going to be up high and down hard. Second kill of the game by my count for Logan Scobie, 11-8. Try to feature some replays from time to time on here. It's still an ongoing process for us, so bear with us as Pittman gets the serve in play. Hampson through the block attempt at the net from Hadley Hobbs. Ivy Holloman was also there. That was Gracie Fanning Jr. Get credit for that kill, 11-9. Baldwin still lead it. Found Jasmine Bratton. Good serve that time. That was dipping for Emmy Nye. Couldn't quite get down low enough to dig that thing out. Now Osawatomie with 5 of the last 6 points. Went just a little bit too long on the back end that time. First error for Bratton. It's a 12-10 Baldwin. Baldwin led throughout in that first set. Had to come from behind already here in set number 2. A big 6-0 run there. Went from 5-4 down to 10-5 up. It's been the big difference. Skilgis, his serve is in play. Hobbs' block at the net lands in Baldwin territory. Once again, the floor umpire is checking with the scores table. Referee, I'm sorry. Chair umpire and floor referee. Palmer's serve received by Collum. This one has to get over. Nye does so. Lawless is there, dumped over. Not dealt with by Baldwin. That was Lexi Palmer with the kill. One of those 4 seniors for Osawatomie, and we are tied up at 12. This time Scobie going to set one up for Hobbs. Through the block and down. Osawatomie had won 7 of the last 9 points before Baldwin earns the serve back. This will be Logan Scobie, the sophomore. Cross-court attack that time just a little too wide. That was Madison Hampson. Good effort from the senior. Two-point Baldwin advantage. Jump serve from Scobie, received by Lawless. This ball has to get over from Palmer. Cammie Collum right there. Scobie back sets one for Regalado. Collum's all over the place on that back line. Here's Emmy Nye with an attempt, and that falls in. Emmy Nye leading the way attack-wise for Baldwin with 6 kills by my count, 15-12. The Dogs lead it. Scobie's 4th serve in a row. Set up for Hampson. Collum easily deals with that. Now she'll get a crack at it. Osawatomie having to scramble that time. Give Collum the kill.
Man, it helps when you got a libero who's multifaceted.
No kidding. Cammie Collum, we've seen in multiple sports. She is very talented and also just a sophomore, so that is Wow, very impressive. Her and Logan Scobie, both sophomores and both honorable mention all-league selections last year. As a timeout was called by Osawatomie. That's their second. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more Bulldog volleyball after this.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back inside the doghouse in Baldwin City, Kansas. Logan Scobie serves this up one more time. And one more time, the Bulldogs take the point. They have now rattled off 5 straight. This will be Scobie's 6th straight serve. That's another good one. Received by Lawless. Set up for Fanning. Scobie right there to deal with it. Now Collum. Gonna try to tee up Nye. It's dealt with by Osawatomie. The third ball had to get over. Scobie, a nice back set for Regalado. That's dug out. Lawless. Collum on the back end one more time. This will be a tough one. Regalado does deal with it, gets it over. They'll set up Hampson. Once again, Cammie Collum. Long rally here. Osawatomie, a bit of a mistake. This will give Baldwin a chance. Scobie sets it up for Nye. Up high and down hard.
Way to take advantage of the opportunity when they're scrambling.
Absolutely. 7th kill for Emmy Nye. Scobie's arm is going to get worn out with all these serves.
It happens.
Hampson going to have to get this one over. Easily dealt with by Collum. Now Regalado, that's blocked at the net. Hobbs keeps it alive. Tapped over by Regalado. Here's Collum. Scobie. Just a little bit too long on that setup for Nye. Hampson going to try to tap it over. Into the net was Osawatomie.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought she did a lift or maybe a two-hander, but that's me.
It's one of those, you can pick whatever you want to call.
Very subjective.
19-12 now. 7 straight points from Baldwin. Trying to take a stranglehold on this match. Go up 2-0. And that time, Scobie's serve goes a little bit wide. 4th service error. Go ahead, Molly.
Give that girl's arm a break.
Yeah. See if Osawatomie can respond. Baldwin has put a 6-0 and a 7-0 run together this second set. That one got a little bit tight on Collum, but she does well to get the third ball over. That's a great dump there from Lexi Palmer. What are you looking for there, Molly, when you are getting that second ball? You see the defense just leaving a void here.
Yeah, especially after you shot them deep and they're kind of doing a little scream on the back row. You're like, there's an opportunity right there.
Yep. Scobie, a nice back set for Hobbs. She was able to attack that thing, but dug up nicely by the Trojans. Here's Scobie from the back line. There was Hampson there to dig that thing up. Now Lawless. Great effort. Both from Regalado and Scobie got her paw on the first one. 3 straight points for the Trojans. Tighten this thing up a little bit. Overhit that time on the reception of that serve, but Baldwin a chance now. It's Emmy Nye off the block and down. Wins the serve back for Baldwin. They are up by 5, 20-15. That one is in right on that back line. Nice attack there from the Trojans, 20-16. Ooh, and an error on the serve there from the junior Bratton. Gives it right back to Baldwin. Hicks going to check back in for Regalado. Ivy Holloman checking in for Macy Gilgis. The junior Tatum Hicks serves it up. Hicks, Collum, Scobie from the back line. Dug up by Bratton. Here's a chance from Lawless. What a play that was on the back end. Was that Scobie? And Nye gets it down. How about that play? Let's take a look, see if our replay is working here. Scobie from the back line. Dug up by Bratton. See a nice diving Here's dig. A chance from Lawless. What a play that was on the back end. Was that Scobie? And
it's hard to get that when you don't have a great setup, but
yeah,
they pulled it up.
22-16. Nye's got 9 kills. Looking for another. Dug up, though, by Osawatomie. Pittman going to be credited with the kill. Gives a little shrug of the shoulders. Says, I'll take it.
It was a little bit behind her, but she made it work.
That was some job to contort her body and just get that over.
Midair, too.
23-16. Baldwin a couple points away from really taking a stranglehold on this match. Hampson gets it over. Collum right there. Hicks going to set one up for Holloman. Down the line, but dug up by the Trojans. Look at Collum hustling on the back line. Gives Scobie a chance. Over a hit. Nye trying to poke it back down. Hicks going to set up Pittman. Couldn't find an opening, but point to Baldwin, a double contact. 4 straight points for Baldwin, and this is set point.
Man, these girls are some strong hitters to make something out of nothing.
Yeah. Baldwin, very talented team. And a block at the net is how set number 2 will come to an end. 25-16. Baldwin wins it. They go up 2-0. We'll take a break and be back with more Bulldog volleyball after this.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
With heart.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City. Baldwin now up 2-0. Get that score updated. Won the first 25-23, and the second 25-16. They'll look to close it out here in the third set. Not play with their food too much. Trojans looking to extend this match. All right, we are underway in the third set. Scobie gets us started. Scramble drill that time for Baldwin. Couldn't quite get it over. Osawatomie starts the third set with the first point, just like they did in set number 2. Baldwin led from start to finish in the first set. Nye on the back line. Scobie going to give Collum a chance. That's dealt with by the Trojans. Now Hampson tipped off the block and down. Madison Hampson, one of those 4 seniors, with another kill. Good start for the Trojans. Time overplayed a little bit on that back line by Gilgis. Tapped over by Scobie. Stayed in play. Now Bratton gets it over. That one might have been going out. Collum played it. Third ball got over. Now Collum has to dig up another on the back line. Scobie sets up Nye again down the line. And Osawatomie couldn't dig it out. Double-digit kills for Emmy Nye. That gets Baldwin on the board here in the third set. Pittman replaces Hobbs up there on the front line. Cammie Collum gets us started. Tough serve to deal with. That third ball has to get over, and it kind of tricked Baldwin a little bit. Give Hampson another kill. 3-1 Osawatomie. Ooh, Scobie that time wasn't sure if that was going over or into the net.
Sometimes it's too tight to tell.
Yeah, that went into the net, unfortunately, for the Dogs. So with a couple straight points for Osawatomie, 4-1. This time, Scobie going to back set one for Regalado, and that's too tall, too long.
Those ones you really hope for a tip on the other side longer, but
Hampson's serve dealt with by Nye. Regalado has to get the third ball over. See a attack from the back line from Palmer, dealt with by Baldwin. Nye gets that one over. Back and forth we go. Good dig on the back end by Nye. This has to get over. Great job from Scobie and Collum coming over on the second contact. Bratton goes cross court. And it was not tipped, out of bounds. Point to Baldwin. Good effort all around from the Bulldogs there. Tatum Hicks will replace Regalado, and Holloman going to check in for Macy Gilgis. Hicks starts us off. 5-2 lead for Osawatomie. Scobie from the back line. That's too strong. Substitution from Osawatomie. A little confusion. Floor ref just making sure we got the T's crossed and the I's dotted, and we are ready to rock. Riley Cook, one of those freshmen, going to get us started. Scobie a little awkward on the reception there. Holloman has to get it over. Powell's attack dug up by Scobie, and Holloman on this near side down the line. Ivy Holloman's second kill, 6-3. Baldwin get the serve back. Gracie Fanning checks back in for Riley Cook for Osawatomie. Here's Emmy Nye serving it up. Too tall. Nice job by Collum to pull back that time.
Good call. When you stay deep enough, if anything's over your head, just let it go. Hard to do.
No doubt. Baldwin crawling back into this third set. Now down 6-4. Nice block at the net that time. That was Hadley Hobbs.
Hard to do.
Take another look at that on the replay. Hobbs has had 3 blocks crawling back into this third set. Now down 6-4. Nice block at the net that time. That was right back at you. 6-5. Baldwin's rattled off 3 straight points. Miscommunication from the Trojans. Whoops. 4 straight from Baldwin has tied us up at 6. Another good serve from Nye. Had to be dealt with by Fanning, and Bratton gets it over. Right there was Hicks. Dump attempt there, dealt with at the net by Pittman. Also, Scobie was there. Diving dig from Nye, and Scobie and Hicks were both diving after that, right in that center void.
I tell you, Baldwin does a great job at adapting. Even if the setter can't get to it, and the bear's got to take over for that second hit, she still does a great job.
Yeah, their scrambling is outstanding.
Really is.
Couple straight from the Trojans, make it 8-6. Little bit overhit that time from Scobie. And I think somebody from Baldwin, Pittman, or Hobbs, probably into the net.
Might need a timeout soon just to slow it down and reset.
That's a good call. Baldwin's still in this thing, though. Up 2-0. Down 9-6 on the scoreboard, and now 9-7 here in the third set. Cammie Collum going to get a break as Hadley Hobbs checks back in. 21 and 27, and very similar for me up here in terms of the numbers. I like these jerseys, though. What would you call that, lavender, Molly? Yeah, it's very nice. Hicks going to set one up for Scobie. Attack goes into the net. Makes it 10-7, Osawatomie. Wallace is served just a little too long. Baldwin will take it. Here comes back in Regalado and Gilgis, replacing Holloman and Hicks.
Nice floater.
Dumped over but dealt with by Regalado. Scobie says, to heck with it. An attack on the second hit, catches Osawatomie a little off guard, gives Scobie her third kill by my count here, and 10-9, Baldwin still trail. Looking to rattle off a streak like they did in the second set. That time the block attempt at the net, not quite there enough. 11-9 Osawatomie. Baldwin in that second set rattled off separate instances of 6 straight points, 7 straight points, and 5 straight points. That serve is into the net. Again, Baldwin will take that. Down a point here in the third set, trying to sweep Osawatomie in a duel. Osawatomie hasn't beaten Baldwin since 2018. The Dogs trying to keep that streak alive. Give an ace there to Logan Scobie. That's her third.
Those always felt so good, getting those aces.
I love the sellies, too. The celebrations are outstanding.
Oh, yeah. It's just a boost, major boost.
Scobie once again with the jump serve. That's a little bit too long. Scobie a nice back set that time for Hobbs. Cross court attack from Bratton, just a little wide.
Lefty, though, pretty impressive. Not sure if that was intentional. Sometimes you can do both.
She's been going lefty. Is that kind of a change-up for you? If you're one of the blockers at the net, you're not expecting a lefty usually.
Exactly. I've done it before, and you can surprise people because it's just perfect.
Time the attack into the net from McKenna Minden. Baldwin has 4 of the last 5 points. And they have taken their first lead here in the third set. Couple of ties. Hampson's attack dug up on the back end by Scobie. Collum going to give Nye a chance. Goes cross court, just out. Thought she was going to find that corner.
I thought so too. It was really close.
Nye's attack hits it over, and Osawatomie couldn't deal with it. Give Emmy another kill. I got 11 for her, and Baldwin have the lead back 14-13 in a tight third set. Hicks and I think that was Holloman check back in. Double contact that time. Give Baldwin the ace. Hicks will take it. Baldwin trying to put a run together. They'll have a shot here. Nye, nice attack, but a great dig on the back end by Hampson.
The sound effects from the crowd really helped.
Yeah. Dumped over nicely and almost kept alive by Tatum Hicks. Great effort from the junior.
She was on it, though. She almost had it.
Osawatomie hanging tough here in the third set. Serve just couldn't crawl over the top of that net. Poor Gracie Fanning. Makes it 16-14 Baldwin. Here's Emmy Nye on the serve, just a little wide. Scobie's attack that time into the net.
Those off the net hits are pretty difficult to time sometimes. It's easier when it's closer, but yeah, it was a little too far ahead of her.
Yeah, that's fair. 16 all. Column Hicks tried to dump it over. Now Scobie gets it over. Nice awareness from Osawatomie, and Palmer's into the net. Back and forth we go. Hobbs back in for the libero Cami Column. Sammy Pittman going to serve it up. Overhit a little bit and tapped down by Baldwin. It was Scobie and Hobbs at the net.
Battle at the net. It's always fun. I wish I was so tall to do that.
Yeah, me too. So give Pittman another serve. It's a good one. And give her another ace.
I wish I could tell on the tiny screen I'm controlling if it's a floater or a topspin, but that thing just drops to the floor when it's a floater. It's on the ground before you even know it.
Another nice serve, and that's going to find its way up in the balcony. 2 straight aces for Sammy Pittman, one of the 2 seniors on this squad. Makes it 20-16 Baldwin, and a timeout taken by Osawatomie. Once again, we'd like to mention that Baldwin Sports Live is brought to us in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're a family-owned company in Baldwin City that services many different industries, from food processing, heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many more. With state-of-the-art machine tools, Rice Precision provides a great work environment. They also offer excellent pay and competitive benefits. It's the perfect place to start your next career. You can find out more by emailing jobs@rice-precision.com. Back underway. Baldwin 5 points away from taking this match. That is overhit by Osawatomie, make it 4 points. Baldwin has rattled off 5 straight. Looking to put this match away and sweep Osawatomie. Beat them 3-1 in a duel last year and 2-1 in a tournament. Powell gets that over. Nye there to deal with it. Hicks sets up Scobie. Couldn't quite tap it over the net.
That's a good idea. There was definitely an opening. When you go in strong like that, you can trip him up really well.
They'll give the serve to Charlotte Lawless, one of the freshmen for Osawatomie. Hicks going to set up Holloman here on the near side and give her the kill. Ivy Holloman's 3rd kill. Baldwin inching closer to a victory. We'll have our hometown construction post-game show after this one. We'll also present our player of the game, brought to us by Farm Bureau Financial Services. Gilgis gets us underway. Nye from a setup from Scobie. Osawatomie deals with it. Hampson has it blocked at the net. Scobie and Hobbs was both there. Now Scobie cross court and down. Nice little exchange there. Let's watch that one again. A setup from Scobie. Osawatomie deals with it. Hampson has it blocked at the net. Scobie and Hobbs was both there. Now Scobie cross court and down.
Shut it down.
23-17. Baldwin 2 points away. We've got a little high up on Lawless, but does a nice job to keep it in play. Hobbs coming around the back set from Scobie. Couldn't quite get her feet set. 23-18. Osawatomie still alive. Cheyenne Thomas, another senior, and, libero for Osawatomie checking in. 23-18. Osawatomie still alive. Cheyenne Thomas, another senior, libero for Osawatomie checking in. 23-18. Osawatomie still alive. Cheyenne Thomas, another senior, libero for Osawatomie checking in. 23-18. Osawatomie still alive. Cheyenne Thomas, another senior, libero for Collum receives that serve. Scobie sets it up for Hobbs, looking for the corner, and just a little long.
That was so close.
Scobie going to give Nye a chance from the back line. That's dug up by Lawless. Now Hampson from the near side attacks down the line, just out. And that brings up match point for Baldwin.
Risky business to let those ones go, especially when you're almost there or it's tight.
Osawatomie going to take their last timeout, talk things over. They're going to need to put a run together here. Baldwin 1 point away from taking us to the postgame show. Don't forget our next broadcast on Baldwin Sports Live coming up this Friday night. Back to high school football action as Ottawa's coming to town to take on the Bulldogs. 7 o'clock kick, about a 6:40 pregame show. It's homecoming week, so we'll have all those festivities as well. Not sure if it'll be before the game or halftime, but we will be crowning a new homecoming king and queen. And we'll carry all that, so stay tuned on Baldwin Sports Live. But first, the Bulldogs trying to finish off the Trojans here tonight. Scobie's serve. Here's Hampson's attack, and it got tipped by Hobbs at the net and down. And Osawatomie's still alive. Hampson's really been the best attacker for Osawatomie. Now the senior Lexi Palmer gets us started. Collum right there to receive it. Scobie sets up Nye. Dug up by Osawatomie. Blocked at the net that time. They have to get this over. Collum right there. Scobie trying to dump it over. Catch him off guard. Nice job by the Trojans. Now Collum, Scobie. Collum from the back line. Dug up. A long rally this time. Osawatomie trying to stay alive. Baldwin trying to put them out of their misery. And there it is. Great effort. Scobie finishes them off. 25-20. Baldwin take the third set, and they take the match in straight sets, 3-0. They went 25-23, 25-16, and 25-20. So a victory here for Baldwin. They improved to 3-4 on the year. Osawatomie drops to 4-4. We'll take a break and be back with our hometown construction post-game show and also our player of the game. We'll be right back. This has been Bulldog Volleyball, presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home build and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider. Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here to Baldwin. A fun night for the Dogs as they take this one in straight sets, 3-0. They win the first 25-23, 25-16 in the second set, and 25-20 to finish it off in the third, as we welcome you into the post-game show brought to us by Hometown Construction. At Hometown Construction, they're bringing trust back to the roofing and exterior businesses. No more corner cutting, just real craftsmanship and real-world experience for the most lasting results. Call Hometown Construction today for your free estimate and experience the breath of fresh air they bring. Hometown Construction, where hometown service meets peace of mind. Time now to present our Player of the Game awards. Several great candidates for Baldwin. Could have chose from several of them. Collum had a great game. Logan Scobie as well. Hadley Hobbs was big at the net, but we're going to pick out junior Emmy Nye, number 14, had a great game attacking-wise. I had her at an unofficial 11 kills and had a great game overall. So Emmy Nye is our Player of the Game. It's brought to us by Farm Bureau Financial Services. Insurance and investments, wealth management, and financial planning. Farm Bureau Financial Services is there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. Call today and set up a meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. So Baldwin, they improved to 3-4 on the year. Osawatomie drops to 4-4. I'll quickly run down some of the unofficial kill numbers. Keep that in mind. I may have missed one here or there, but for sophomore Ivy Holloman, had her down for 3 kills. Tatum Hicks, the junior, had 1. Ava Regalado had 4 kills. Logan Scobie with 4. Cammie Collum had a couple. Emmy Nye, our Player of the Game, had 11 kills by my count. Sammy Pittman had 1 and a block at the net. Hadley Hobbs had 2 kills and 3 blocks at the net. And Scobie also with 3 aces to lead the way in that category for Baldwin. Once again, 25-23, 25-16, and 25-20. The final here from Baldwin as the Dogs win it. So for my partner, Molly Nash, I'm Ryan Hilmer signing off from Baldwin. Hope you've enjoyed our presentation here tonight. And a reminder that our next broadcast will be on Friday night. It's the homecoming game as the Ottawa Cyclones come to town to take on the Bulldogs. It should be a good game and a fun night there on Friday night. So don't miss it, and we'll see you then. Hope you have a great night. We'll see you on Friday.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.